My name is Jordan. I work for the government and was sent out on a mission to study exoplanets, planets located outside of the solar system that may be inhabited by human beings in the future. The current state of the Earth is not ideal for people to keep living there. Wars have wasted away the land, and chemicals have turned most of the water into poisonous gas. If it wasn't for environmental suits and biodomes, everyone would be living on Mars right now. But some people still stay on Earth for the time being. One-man spacecrafts are risky due to isolation sickness, but I've been given a neural implant to offset psychological effects of isolation. I plot the course, and in a few hours the wormhole drops me out a few AUs from the planet. From this point on, the thrusters built into my craft should be able to carry me relatively quickly to the surface. As I begin the wait, I check my life support equipment, ensuring that there is no breach in my oxygen supply, and I also check over the telemetry systems to make sure my course is correct. For a simple error in either of these could spell disaster for my mission and myself. It's been several hours now, and the thrusters have carried me just outside the planet's atmosphere. It slowly grows larger and larger through the observation window. It is blue, with white clouds similar to Earth before the wars changed the color of its atmosphere to a deep purple, and its clouds to a burning red. But this planet must be several times larger than Earth, and with no detectable landmass on the surface. In fact, the geographical readings show most of the surface should be covered in an ocean, which would be perfect to support life. I enter the atmosphere, and cannot see the surface because of clouds blocking my view. My computer says there is oxygen and carbon dioxide present. I record the information. I descend for another 30 minutes when I finally break free of the clouds. And down below is a massive ocean of what appears to be liquid water. I once more check over my life support system and hull integrity. The systems check out, and I plunge into the eerie abyss. My ventral observational window opens, and there is nothing to see but darkness. The ocean must stretch for an entire AU, maybe even more to the seafloor. I begin to study the contents of the water around me. It is mostly H2O in its purest form, with some scant traces of sulfur compounds. But these are minimal, and can be filtered out. I record the water contents, and my mission is complete. It's time to go back home. I close the ventral window, and begin the quick ascent out of the supermassive ocean. In a few minutes, I exit the water, and in a few more, I'm back in the clouds. A red light flashes on my console, followed by a beeping sound. One of the thrusters is operating at 80% capacity. That's not a problem, because I don't use the thrusters to go back into the wormhole. The only difference would be regular projection would be a few minutes slower than usual. I turn off the alarm and continue my ascent into the atmosphere. Then, something goes wrong. Several more lights flash on my console, and I look at the hull integrity. My craft's stabilizer has become loose and is falling off. If it does, I will surely plunge back into the ocean beneath me. I fight to maintain control of my craft as it begins to plummet through the atmosphere. After what seems like forever, I am able to lock down the stabilizer. My ship hovers at first, then more slowly ascends. I check the hull readings once more. 50% capacity on the number 2 engine. My number 1 engine is at full capacity, and I'm still able to ascend and re-enter the wormhole. As I patiently wait to return to Mars, I know I'm going to have the engineers take a look at my craft. As a matter of fact, I'm going to demand a replacement from my supervisor.